Hey everyone, this is Scott over here at the Crypto Dojo. Hope you're having a fantastic day. What is a meme token? A meme token or meme project is basically a goof. So like say for example, Dogecoin. That was all meant as a goof. No real utility, just sort of like, just to have fun. And then you had the Shiba Inu, right? The Dogecoin killer, right? Has a little bit more utility. And we all saw what happened to Shiba. And I had a small investment within Shiba Inu, and I definitely made some money on that, as a lot of us did. Why are we so fascinated? Why are we so fixated? Why are we so passionate and loyal and devoted when we invest money into any of these lower cap altcoins? And why do we want to get involved in them in the first place? In my opinion, again, nothing I say here is financial advice. I'm not telling you to buy, sell, hold, do your own research, make sure that, you're just doing your due diligence and doing what you need to do and invest only what you can afford to lose, right? Don't invest your mortgage money, your car payment, kids' tuition. We want in early, so we're able to ride that big pump, right? With these projects, understand they are extremely volatile. There's a lot of things that can happen. You have rug pulls. You have what I call slow rug pulls. Some of the reasons why we get involved in some of these programs or projects, I should say. One, low entry point. I mean, you can go out and spend $20 and get, on whatever, if it's a newer project, and you could have quadrillions of tokens, right? So it's a low entry point, and you're also going to be receiving in a lot of these newer projects what's called reflections. Basically what reflections are, it's a reward. It's a reward for holding that particular project's tokens. The more you have, the more of reflections you can get. Now, usually this is in a decentralized format. So let's say, for example, you have a MetaMask wallet or Trust wallet or Coinbase wallet. You can go on Uniswap and you can purchase whatever this project is, because they're so new. They're not on any centralized exchanges. So you've got to go the DeFi route. And then based on that project's white paper, and it should tell you, if you go to the white paper and if you watch my research video, and I'll post that in the description box below, if you look at a project's white paper, you are going to see, or you should see, what taxes are, what the reflections are. Is there a lockup period for, like with liquidity, all that information should be on that project's white paper. So for instance, let's say there's a 3% reflections. Now that usually happens on buys and sells. Basically any transaction, you get a reward. Doesn't even matter if you did it or someone else did it, you still get a reward. So you're adding on to what we call your bag, right? In crypto, it's your bag, it's your investment, it's whatever the amount of tokens you have. Do you have a small bag? Do you have a large one? Whatever. So in reflections, it's sort of like creating, theoretically anyway, passive income. Now again, you are buying, like, these projects, these coins are dirt cheap, these tokens. They're dirt cheap, and you can, if you invest, let's say you buy 8-9 quadrillion tokens, depending on how many people are buying it, how many people are selling it, or whatever, you get a piece of that, right, which is a tax, right? It's another word for saying it's a tax on all transactions. So you're looking for volume. The more volume you have, that means the more people are active. A lot of people are buying, a lot of people are selling, what have you. So there's that. There's the reward system, the reflections. Now the other thing is there are, again, tons of zeros attached to these lower projects. You 14 zeros, 15 zeros. When you get into a circulating supply that's in the sextillions, that's a lot of tokens. All right, that's a lot of coins that you can, are able to purchase. So it's not necessarily initially deflationary. There's so much, that's why they're so cheap, right? It's like supply and demand. If I have 100 of one thing, then that 100 is going to be more than if I have 100,000 of that same thing. So that's why I think that's one reason why, or two reasons why, that you are able to invest low entry point. You don't need a whole lot of money to do it. You're getting reflections, and hopefully you'll see growth within that project. Now, here's some of my concerns with that. And now this may be used as FUD. And if you watch my research video, you're going to hear me talk about FUD. All right. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. All right. You got to go in. I go in with a mentality of being critical. I want to be critical with my crypto. I want to be proven wrong. Right. I want to be proven, hey, this crypto project is awesome. Right. But initially I'm like, what's its use case? Right. Does it have a utility? Is it trying to solve a problem in a way that's unique from everyone else? Or maybe it's a problem that no one else is trying to solve. Now that's a good thing, okay? That's something that you can be like, this is interesting, this is unique, right? Find out what the use case is, right? Now, if it has no utility at all, I would much rather, for me anyway, invest my money into something else. Right, like a Gala or a Cardano or a Sandbox or an XLM or XRP or whatever, right? We invest in early on because we heard it through someone else. Maybe we didn't do our research, but my buddy told me, hey Scott, there's this new crypto project came out. It looks awesome. They just came out like 3 or 4 days ago. Man, you got to get in. You get in while it's low, right? Again, fear of missing out. That fear of missing out drives people sometimes to make emotional, irrational decisions before they do their research. So, when we invest in a crypto, and this is just my theory, when we invest in these lower cap projects, we're new, we're first at the party, I'm taking ownership of this crypto, I want it to build, I don't want to hear anything negative. Don't tell me anything negative because I invested my money into this project which I believe in. Don't tell me that this project has no utility, it's pretty much useless, it's not going anywhere, it's dying, it's a dead coin. I don't want to hear that. When that starts happening, then things start getting really gnarly, right? Because now you're holding on. You're believing the devs, even if they're not doxed, which is another concern, right? That concerns me. I don't invest now in any project that's like a meme project or anything unless I know who the developers are, right? Are they doing AMAs? That to me is important. Can I ask them questions? Are they accessible, or are they just some avatar and you send a message, or you can't even get a question answered, right? Those things are concerning. Fortunately, because for me anyway, because I don't invest a whole lot in these projects, I'm honestly, if they do great, wonderful. If they don't, I really don't care because I'm not investing money that's going towards something else. It's the money that I invest, I'm okay with losing. Well, I'm not okay with losing it, but in this case, if I've spent $20, right, on like 10 quadrillion of a certain thing, I'm good with letting it sit there. As long as I still believe in the project, as long as I still believe in the dev team, that they're innovative, that I see a future. My process, my plan is always the same. And I'm constantly reevaluating. Maybe not every day unless something comes out, but I'm checking, I'm going to CoinDesk and I'm going to these places and I'm getting information. And anything new that comes out, I'm going to read it if I'm invested. So what happens though is we become very emotional. When we become emotional, then we lose sight of logic and reason. Now, your crypto, you could have lost 90% of the money you put in, but by God, I'm going to stay in, and I don't care what happens. You've lost 90% of your investment. All the fundamentals are bad. Nothing is going the way it was communicated to, if you were communicated at all. Deadlines aren't being met. Promises are not being fulfilled. Those things, we cannot turn a blind eye. We're investors. We are here. Forget about being loyal to a specific crypto. Be loyal to your family, right? Be loyal to making a better life for yourself. Look, if I spend $1,000 on a crypto project and I've lost 800 of that, I still have 200 left. And if I sit back and I'm like, you know what? This project is doomed, right? It's a dead coin. It's a slow rug pull. I'm sorry, I'm selling and I'm getting the hell out of there. I'll take that 200 and I'll reinvest it in something else where maybe it's more of an established project that I'm involved in. And I know that, hey, I'm going to make that 800 back. So I'm not that worried about it. But when you stay on until something hits zero, until it's dead, then now you've truly lost. Okay? That's my opinion. But what happens is sometimes we get so caught up with emotion, we're not reasonable, and now all of a sudden now we're attacking those who have a difference of opinion. And now it becomes more like, I don't care, I believe in this person, whoever the dev, cult leader is or whatever it is, I'm gonna stick with you and blah, 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 blah. You are no longer an investor. Sometimes I don't think we hold ourselves accountable. It's my money, I can do whatever I want. Yeah, that's true. You can do that. But why would you cease letting reason and logic be your guide, and research and fundamentals and technical analysis for, I don't care, I'm going to ignore all the fear, uncertainty, and doubt, which quite honestly is a good thing. You can't have one or the other, okay? You know what I mean? So you can't have one or the other. It has to be a balance. And a lot of times I have found that FUD can translate into facts, right? So my whole mindset about when I hear that word of FUD or FOMO, again, fear of missing out. Hey, I'm good with not joining or investing in a crypto that came out 2 days ago, because how many times have you seen those go up, 500%, and then zoof, nothing. Rug pull, you've lost everything now. So I'm not a big fan of jumping right into the deep end before I know how hot or how cold the water is first. So, but if you're hearing things that are warning signs, right, which are maybe lack of communication from the dev team. They've stopped all communication with investors. They're anonymous. All right, I don't like that. I'm sorry. I know it's DeFi, but I want to know who I'm investing in. Right? Do I trust this? Do I trust this project? So, are they doxed? Right? Are they, doing upgrades to their project? Are they communicating? Are they on Telegram or Discord? Do they have a Facebook channel or YouTube channel? Do they have a use case? Or is it just regurgitated stuff that's already out there, just packaged differently? So those are just some of the reasons why we get involved, and also with the hopes of making big money real fast. Right? Let's just put it all on the table. We invest in these meme coin projects because we want to make money real fast. But as fast as you can make it, it could be gone as well. Right? You have whales come in and all of a sudden they sell off, and now you've lost 60-70%, right, in your investment. Okay, so I think it's real important to diversify your portfolio, right? If you don't have Ethereum and you don't have Bitcoin, just a suggestion, again, not financial advice, you may want to consider having that, all right? The metaverse, play to earn games. You got your ADAs and polygons, and there's so many amazing projects out there that you could look into. If you like any of the content of my videos, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. So anyway, guys, have a great day. Thank you so much. And as always, I will see you again all here real soon at the Crypto Dojo.